Check one, two, check one, two, check one, two. Video test, audio test.
Good. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. I'm Deborah Donovan, Chair of the Data Governance Committee, present in Brandon, Mississippi. This meeting of the Data Governance Committee is being held today, Wednesday, November 30th, 2022 at 9 a.m. pursuant to Mississippi Code annotated section 25415 with some committee members present via teleconference. The notice of this meeting, including the date, time, place, and purpose, has been posted. An audio recording is being made of this meeting, and minutes of this meeting will be recorded. And just a note that due to our virtual platform, we're asking that all voting data owners please turn your camera on. Okay, as I call the names of the voting committee members, please state the location of your presence. It's just city and state for this meeting. Alan Burrow.
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Joanne Malone.
Bluesdale, Mississippi.
Wendy Clemens.
Brandon, Mississippi.
Thank you. Armory Tell. Jill Dent. Jeanette Smith.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Judy Nelson.
Cook County, Nevada.
Scott Clements.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Kristen Nguyen.
Brandon, Mississippi.
Lee Johnson.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Donna Hales.
Madison, Mississippi.
Brian McGarty.
Bluesdale, Mississippi.
Letitia Johnson.
Madison, Mississippi.
Sandra Robertson.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Tammy Corsetti.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jennifer Boykin. Jackie Samsel.
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Corey Murphy.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Elizabeth Simmons. Sarita Donaldson.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay, a quorum of the committee is present at the location stated for conducting a meeting through teleconference means. Right. First item on the agenda is approval of the September 16th, 2022 minutes. Entertain a motion for approval of the minutes.
Corey
This
Murphy,
is
so
Donna
moved.
Hales. I make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Donna. Do I have a second?
Second, Corey Murphy.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. And then next up is an approval of the agenda for today's meeting. Entertain a motion for approval of the agenda.
Brian McGarity, so moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Jackie Sansel, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, moving into the next section, we have our work group reports. So first up is Donna Hales with an update on our data sharing agreement work group.
Okay, good morning. So on the data sharing work group, since our last meeting, we have extended the date to December 2023 for the ELPT DRC assessment data sharing agreement. We revised the agreement with EIS, SAS, MSU, RCU to provide an additional year of data. We executed an agreement between the Mississippi Charter School Authorizing Board and BASIS, where they're conducting an analysis required for the charter school's annual charter school report. And then we revised the agreement with Human Services, BCS, and Conduit to provide additional data for the summer of 2022. And then we executed 2 agreements, one with Mississippi State RCU for Algebra Nation, and the other is the NCIEA, where they're evaluating the necessity of annual census standardized testing for accountability purpose. So that is the report for the data sharing work group, and we do not have any new MOUs that were executed through our office.
Great. Thank you, Donna. Any questions, comments? Okay. Next up, Tammy Crissetti with an update on the course code work group.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I would like to say that we've been having our course code work group meetings like every other week, and it is going really well. We are excited to say that we are, I feel like, ahead of the game of where we were this time last year. And so we have plans to start meeting individually with those different offices who the course manual will impact their area. So we've already started getting those lined up to meet with them individually. So, and Dr. Ford has done an amazing job. She shared out that so that they could go ahead and begin looking at their area. And just as a, for instance, like Dr. Murphy with licensure. So we want to ensure that all of the endorsements that are needed to teach specific courses are in there, that they're correct, and that we've got everything good to go. Our goal is to try to have it into the district's hands by the end of January, because we do know that that's when they start pre-registration for the new school year. We also are planning to have, which we can't really make it mandatory, but we are planning to go ahead and have meetings with the districts and their MSIS clerks to discuss the new timeline for the course code request. So we want to ensure that every district has, had that training. We did host training at the beginning of this school year about those deadlines, but we want to ensure that every district has heard the word from MDE. So but anyway, but it's going really well. So thank y'all very much for all of your support.
Thank you, Tammy. Any questions or comments there? Great. The next work group is the MSIS 2.0 work session, so I'll give an update there. We have also been meeting bi-weekly as a group, which involves most of the people on this call. But we have been meeting to go over what we call the data domains for MSIS 2.0. So really going through each type of data that we collect. So data about districts themselves, data about schools, calendars, students, enrollments, the full gamut. Working through those to determine how we're going to collect data in MSIS 2.0, what changes should be made, what things we should do differently, or what things we need to keep the same. And we're using that information to send over to all of the vendors that work with the school districts to get their data into MSIS right now. So we make sure that we get them the right information so the data can flow up to MSIS 2.0. Just as a high-level update of some of the decisions that we've made in the work group, the 7th and 8th grade classification that we're currently collecting for districts. We're no longer going to collect that information because it's no longer needed. We are removing special education self-contained grades. There's grades 56, 58, etc. We're adding professional development days to district calendars. And for gifted education, we're combining creative and artistic for MSIS reporting. And then for the ISPs, we are going to collect the type of ISP and the date so that we can track that information as well. There's many other areas of discussion that are in progress that we have not finalized yet, including details about the course code catalog and different types of LEAs or different types of institutions that report data to MSIS, and trying to nail down exactly what needs to be reported by each one. So I appreciate everyone's efforts in working and getting your hands dirty, working through all of those details. Any questions or comments there? All right. We'll move into our approval items. First up, we have approval of the data dictionary. Tina, did you have anything you need to add there, or we can just go ahead and take a vote on that?
Sorry. No, I didn't have anything to add to the document or nothing. It is up for a vote. I want to thank everybody for the input that they have made on that document. Again, like Deborah said, it takes a lot of rolling up the sleeves and digging into that data, but I appreciate the time and effort that everybody has put into this document.
All right. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the data dictionary.
I'll make a motion, we approve it. That's Tammy Persetti.
Thank you. And a second?
Second, Lee Johnson.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. And I'm just going to make sure, Tina, is that the only item up for approval? Other than the meeting dates?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. All right, next up, we need to vote on future meetings. So the meeting dates that have been proposed are January 13th, March 10th, and May 12th. Any discussion on that? Okay, do I have a motion to approve those dates?
Motion to approve, Letitia Johnson.
Thank you. And a second?
Annette Smith, second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Great, motion carries. And that is the end of our agenda today, so I will now entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Deborah, before we adjourn, I just have a question. Is this?
Sure.
So if the data dictionary is not complete, I know there were some people still working on some items. Because we've approved it, can we still continue to add to it?
Yes, so no, since we've approved it today, we will publish out what we have currently, but we can continue to make changes and any updates that we make when the time comes that we want to publish that out publicly again. It doesn't have to be until next year. We can bring it back at the next meeting and approve and publish any updates that we have.
Okay, good to know. All right, so I move that we adjourn.
Okay, thank you, Lee. Do you have a second?
I'll second that. Tammy Persetti.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great, thank you. Motion carries. Y'all have a good day.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.